Kaji kaji katil gyorgi kaje tvoj ta puška kaje tvoj ta puška Georgi puška malihera.
Hello dear friends, this is the second part of the Etruria Expedition videos, and just a short reminder that this is raw footage as such. The explanation about where are these ruins and what are they all about you can find in these videos.
There's still plaster on it. Huh?
Yeah. Glava davam kleti dushman pushka nika juva pushka nika juvam dushman pushka malihera. Puškane ajuva ajuvam kleti dushman puta malihera. Oh, finally, normal size after Sardinia, you know, after all that suffering.
So it's interesting, a book from ancient Roman times for military generals talks about how much rock a soldier can remove in a day. And the fact that they can actually move, it's like 4 meters,
Cubic.
4 square meters in a day.
Wow.
And so they use that to actually determine when they undermine walls and digging under fortifications. Dirt you can go through faster, mining in order to get into rock. They've laid all that out 1,000 years ago.
Wow.
Possibly two. Just depends whether those years existed or not.
How does the roof stay intact? It looks as if they took an old room, even the tool marks are different. You see where they took the old eroded room and made the ceiling.
This entire canyon is actually a rock-cut Via Cava, and these long scratches and kind of pick marks that you see on the sides is nothing else but chisel marks or pickaxes marks, or marks of the machines which they used on some of the Via Cavas. Maybe they had also models which leave tool marks which are similar to chisel marks. That is also possible. This is probably the deepest Via Cava we visited. It's some 30-40 meters deep. And what I never understand is they made all this endeavor to dig that deep in the bedrock, but why? If this was a pedestrian passage, couldn't they level properly the narrow path at the very bottom so that the people can walk properly? It's a nightmare to try to walk in these Via Cavas even when it is dry, and when it is wet it just becomes impossible. Or maybe they were meant for some sort of vehicles? Certainly that is possible. However, nobody in any of the expeditions to this region could imagine any vehicle that we know of that could be comfortable in such crooked and uneven passages.
Capitani, pet colo
these are actually ancient tunnels, quite well made. Not only the ancient typical chisel marks are clearly seen on the sides, but also they continue as Via Cavas in the open. And they must have been way more impressive at the time of the Flintstones, or at least that's what we are told that time was, because now their height is much less, as they have to accommodate the modern road with its
It's stone, you can't tell.
No, I mean modern or historic?
No, historic. because
Definitely.
Doing it that way would be historic. But I mean, those are very similar to what you see in Malta for some of it. I don't think anything passed because if you look, it stops and just jumps
Yeah.
to here. And I don't see any single one that could look like a single track went all the way through.
Yeah, so